Hello everybody, welcome to Gozo TV. Today I am so pumped. So I'm here with my friend Carlos Cueva, who is the owner of Los Amigos Crossfit. He and his business partner Sandy are actually moving into our brand new space here in Signal Hill, and we'll have the address, all the details at the bottom of the show. But on November 1st, you're going to be able to shed some weight. If you're getting ready to go into the holiday season and you want to look your best, maybe the summer wasn't the best time, right? Sometimes that happens. It happens. You will be able to come into this brand new facility, and I'm going to ask Carlos to tell you all about it. So, Carlos, I wanted to ask you a few questions. Sure. You know, my guess is for all of you out there, you know, in Gozo land, people out there, they want to get into shape, you know, and my guess is you, when you were younger, sometime in your life, you had an adventure, a dream, something that you're like,
absolutely,
I want to do something about people's bodies. Yes. Tell us about that. What's your adventure? Why are you doing this?
Well, when I was 14 years old, I had a dream. I was in my garage lifting with one of those old school weeder weight sets, you know what I mean? The ones with concrete and the plastic.
Like cement and concrete.
Yes, that was where it was at. And the reason I was in there was because I kept getting kicked off the football team or the soccer team. I get on the team every year, but I get kicked off the team because I was academically ineligible. So I don't have a lot up here, school-wise, book-wise.
Right.
And so, but I would go to that garage and I would lift weights and I would just love it. It felt good to me, and it made me feel good. And so there I was doing that, and I had a dream. I said, someday I'm going to have a place like this where people who love to exercise and get fit and lift weights will be able to come and do that. And so I'm getting there. That's where I'm going.
Here it is, man. How exciting.
It is here, yeah.
So the adventure began really in your own personal life.
Absolutely.
You're like, hey, you know, I want to be on the football team, and you want to help people now.
Absolutely.
So now, along the way, my guess is that you've had bumps along the road, right?
Absolutely.
Every great story has, you know, kind of a downside.
Absolutely.
So, and we call that crisis here on Gozo TV. Finding grace in the middle of our crises. So tell me, how have you found grace in the middle of your crises? What has been your crises, and how have you been able to find grace? In other words, joy, or gozo as we call it.
Sure. 2 years ago, I almost died in a car accident. At the same time, I got kicked out of my apartment because I was let go from my job all in the same span of 2 months. And that could have either wrecked me or made me fight with everything I have, with a passion that I've never had before. And I chose that. I chose to say, you know what? I have this opportunity, another chance at life, and I'm going to take it, and I'm going to do what I've been passionate about. So you know that question that people always say, you know, when you ask them, what should I do for a living? What are you passionate about? Do that. I'm doing that. I just decided there, I'm going to do it. No, nobody's going to stop me.
So in the middle of a major crisis, I mean, I would say that's kind of three back-to-back. I mean, most people would be like, dude, I want to just check out.
Yeah.
But you decided to focus on joy, focus on grace, finding the grace in the middle of it, finding the gozo in the middle of it, and be able to actually now be at this place. And without that crisis, would you be here today?
I would not be here today because I wouldn't have that just determination that, okay, this is, something's going on in the spirit, and I have to take advantage of it. And you know, what better chance than when you're at the bottom to work your way to the top, you know what I mean?
And then for all of our viewers out there, you know, maybe you're at a place where you're like, my marriage has failed, my business is not going well, my kids are a mess, and you're thinking, how am I going to get back up or really regain that sense of adventure? You know, this is how. You have to resolve yourself, you have to be able to focus, and really to go through it. There's no other way than to go through the crisis.
Yes, and it's not easy. It's going to be really hard. There's going to be struggles, even daily. But if you put yourself around people who are going to be positive influences and people that are going to support your dream. I mean, if you have a dream, like there's a movie that's like a very cool movie. I can't think of the movie at the top of my head, but Will Smith is in it. And so he overcomes a bunch of obstacles in his life, but he has a scene where he's talking to his son. The Pursuit of Happiness is the name of the movie.
Pursuit of Happiness, all right.
And he's talking to his son, and he just talked his son out of, you know, his son was playing basketball, and he said, you know what, son, you shouldn't play basketball. You should, you know, do, and then he said, you know what, he stopped himself, and he said, you know what, do whatever it is that you want. Don't let anybody, even me, stop you from pursuing your dream. If you have a dream, you got to protect it. people that tell you that you can't do it, it's only because they haven't been able to do it. You have to be passionate, protect that dream, and make it happen. And don't let anything stop you.
That's so true. I mean, it seems like sometimes people even get in the way of our own dreams, but you've been able to overcome that. So now I want to ask you one last question, and then I want to get the details, okay, for how people can join in and show up here and get in shape. So my guess is that all of that adventure, that you had growing up and that crisis overcoming and finding that gozo has given you a love for people, a love for that one, 23-year-old, that 43-year-old, the businessman, the young college student, the working mom, the single parent. Who is that person that you love? And why do you love them? But more specifically, what does that person look like? Who are they? Why are you doing this? For whom?
Yes, I am doing this for anybody. I really am passionate about people, and this isn't a money-making endeavor for me. I'm going to make money, things are looking up, but that's not the goal. The goal is my passion for people. I want to help people. I really genuinely want to help people become better versions of themselves, not just physically, but spiritually, mentally, the whole package. And I know that happens when you start to feel good about yourself, when you have somebody that challenges you, someone that kind of guides you. I want to guide people. I want to help people just be successful in fitness and successful in life. And so that comes in all shapes and sizes, colors, and I don't care. I mean, that kind of stuff doesn't matter to me. Everybody that meets me, that wants help, I am there to help you.
And so awesome.
That's why I do it, for the people.
Yeah, so for the people, if you're out there, whether you're in the Signal Hill, Long Beach, Lakewood, Southern California area, this guy has personally helped me tons. I actually just came back from working out with my friend Carlos and his business partner Sandy, and they're kicking my butt, but it's so cool. Not only do they kick my butt, which they do, but they keep me accountable. They're like, hey, you better show up, dude.
Oh, yeah.
You better get your butt over here. How many of you need that? How many of us just sign up for the latest, greatest fad? 2 months later, 2 weeks later, it's gone. So now, as we get into the details, somebody out there, they're like, man, I'm pumped. I want to go to this. I want to hang out with these people. How do they do that? When do you start? Give us the 411. How do they sign up for this?
Well, they can look us up on Facebook, if that's a way that they kind of do that. It's Los Amigos CrossFit.
How do you spell that?
For those not
for those three people that are like, where do you live exactly?
All right, Los Amigos, LOSAMIGOS, the friends. Okay, I think of people as friends. LosAmigosCrossFit.com. You can look us up there, and you can check out our website, and all the information you need to join us is there. And so we're on Facebook. We're on you can give us a call. The numbers are all on there, on our Facebook page or on our website. So
you have an email also. On
absolutely.
And when do you start? What are the dates? November 1st, I think, is when you start. What are the hours, or is that all online? How do people actually show up here, and when can they start showing up?
Well, here's the deal. We'd love you to give us a call. When you give us a call and you connect with us via email or phone call, we will give you the steps and help you to get here. We have classes throughout the day, and so we're just starting into this facility, but we're transitioning from a garage gym, and just like any other members, you call us. You tell us what you want to do, and we'll get you, step by step, and help you carefully get you into the best shape of your life. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes some time, but we have the ability to do it. We've done it, and we feel confident that we can help you. We'd love to do that.
That is so awesome. Again, I'm a personal testimony of that. I have loved the working out with Carlos and Sandy and the rest of the gang. You know what I've loved is not only the kick butt, but the community.
Absolutely.
The friendships, just people that you get to meet, and I can't wait to bump into them at Ralph's and just say, hey, you better show up. Or Albertsons, right, for some healthy food there. So I want to thank you, Carlos, for your amazing time and for what you're doing. I personally, obviously, we're friends, but I'm so thankful. And again, we want to inspire you, Gozo Nation, Gozo family, to be able to accomplish your dreams, to be able to look at the crisis in your life and say, well, that's not going to hold me back. I don't care what this person says says or my boss says or even what my own mind says. I'm going to go back to that adventure. I'm going to go back to that time when I was 14 years old and I wanted to be on the football team and I wanted to help people. And now I love that one person out of shape, doesn't matter who. And so again, thank you, Carlos. Gozo Nation, I invite you to come check it out November 1st. Go to the website, go to the Facebook page, sign up, call this guy up. Make sure you get your butt over here as soon as possible. Shed some weight. Get into Thanksgiving and Christmas looking good so you can get into the Christmas sweater and feel good about yourself.
All right.
Have a great rest of the day, Gozo Nation. Have a great rest of this week and have a great, awesome weekend. I will see you next time.